On March 20, 2004, Lisa Jo Chamberlin and her ex-boyfriend, Roger Lee Gillett, murdered Gillett's 34-year-old cousin, Vernon Hulett, and Hulett's girlfriend, 37-year-old Linda Heintzelman. In a taped confession played at her trial, Lisa said the victims were killed because they refused to open a safe in Hulett's home. At the time of the murders, Lisa and Roger Gillett were living with a couple in Hattiesburg. They beat them with a hammer and suffocated him. Then they dismembered Vernon's body, transported the bodies to an abandoned farmhouse near Russell, Kansas, owned by Gillett's father, where they put the bodies in the freezer. Gillett claimed he raped Heintzelman with a beer bottle, before killing her, and he hit his cousin in the head with a hammer before cutting off his head and arms. KBI agents were investigating Gillett and Chamberlain, for their possible connection to the manufacture of methamphetamine. Not knowing about the killings, police raided the farmhouse, and in addition to some illegal drugs, they ended up finding the bodies in the freezer. 9 days after the murders, Lisa Jo Chamberlin and Roger Lee Gillett were arrested. While in custody in Kansas, Gillett attempted to escape. That crime was one of the aggravating factors prosecutors presented jurors to support the death penalty. Roger Lee Gillett was sentenced to death on November 3, 2007. In 2014 his sentence was overturned and he was sentenced to life in prison. Lisa Jo Chamberlin had already been sentenced to death in August of 2006. She awaits execution at the Central Mississippi Correctional Facility, in Pearl. Chamberlain will be the first woman to be put to death in Mississippi in more than 70 years. The last one was Mildred Johnson. Mildred was electrocuted for beating her landlady to death, on May 19, 1944.